Well, well, well. We did it again. There's another Toyota in the shop. Oh boy. Okay. So what is this thing? You guys have been kind of seeing it hang out, and I thought I was going to get my hands on it last week, but, you know, holidays, they hold you down when you're a family guy, right? So here we are. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And okay. We got some of that action. Another one right there. And over here on the other side of the roof, we got some more little chip action going on right here. So other than that, this thing's in pretty good shape. And they were on the way over here, and the hood popped up on them. So she got another little love tap to the window. But that's okay, because the window was bad anyway. And we didn't get the roof. And the hood already had this. So what's the story? Well, normally, and here for the last couple of years, I haven't really been doing small jobs. But this is one of those because I had a word of mouth business for a long time. We've been in this shop for many years. This is one of those old time clients, neighborhood fellers, family friend kind of thing. And I had a gap in between jobs, and he reached out to me and said, hey, this is my kid's rig. And our boys actually play football together, and he had a little boo-boo, and we don't want to spend $1 million on it, but can you help us out and fix this thing up? So I was supposed to fix up the roof and some clear coat issues on the A-pillar and that sort of a thing, and then they took this thing out to the trail and was tooling around and slipped over and took a batch of brush right there to the front corner. So they were kind of trying to decide what to do about it, and I said, you know, don't stress too much about it. I mean, I already had to fix some stuff anyway, so let's just bring it over and we'll see if we can find a hood. And I got a glass guy, and it doesn't really change what we're going to do on the roof and stuff anyway. So I'm going to get the hood off of it, and I'm going to talk to the customer and client and see if maybe we shouldn't just get this thing all done in one batch, and then we don't got to worry about it, and it's down the road for the boy. I can look for a hood and then call the glass guy and get a quote on the glass and get him set up ready to go. None of my work changed up here, and that's all pretty straightforward and quick, and I know what I'm doing there. I did want to clean the tops of these fenders and make sure there's still decent clear coat there. Find a hood and get the headlight out, and then see if I can work this core support back into shape. If I can get that core support straightened out and get the headlight pointed in the right direction, and I think we could just get a hood for it and paint the hood, paint the roof, put a piece of glass in there, and then you guys would be down to finding new lights and a new grill. And you know, that might look a little funky, but put a winch bumper or something on there later on if that really bothers you, is what my call would be. Super cool truck. Super nice ride for a teenager. So we're going to see if we can just get this thing fixed up. I appreciate you guys being here and sending me big jobs and small jobs and everything in between. I try to do my best to say yes to as much as I can, but you guys know when we do full meal deals how much work they take. So anyway, Monday morning, Happy New Year. Appreciate you. We're going to jump on it, and we'll see you guys very soon. Y'all take care. All right, so we got everything off here. I got a light for y'all. Okay, didn't want to take the bumper off, but I did have to take the bumper off, and the squirter, and the air box was broken because it was mounted up here. Anyway, it's kind of a lot bit worse than I thought. So you can see down here, this is what's called an accordion fold. Like the baffles in an accordion. When they open up and then they collapse on each other, they go up and down, they accordion fold. Like if this got squished together, it would fold like an accordion. That's what happened under here. Pretty substantially, actually. Look at this side, you can probably see the fold in it right there. So we got to get that all beat out and straightened up, which means that the inner fender right here, this has got to walk forward. This corner up here has got to walk forward in order to get this headlight to lean out and to put us back in a position to where we can start working on this top corner. So we've got to get this massaged out and the headlight opening flattened out. You can see how walked back it is right there. So we got to get that all pulled out and put back into shape. It's bent back over here. And then right about where the radiator mount is and the front body mount is where most of the buckling stops. So I got to get in here and hook onto this stuff and try to get this all pulled out in the corner, because it's not very happy right now. Looks like I got to take this corner bumper mount out too, and then that'll let me get into here and get this all flattened out. I gotta pull it this way. I gotta roll that core support back up. You can see that this is all rolled down and smashed in flat. It's supposed to look like this, like square. Surprisingly, the fender really didn't take much of it. It bent it down here and it bent it here, but like the body lines and everything, it all survived. So I'm gonna try to do this without doing any exterior paint work other than the smashed hood, of course. But that's easy to fix compared to this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it with the slide hammer. I don't want to pull the frame rack out, but it's JDM metal. We should be all right. My elephantitis hammer and my favorite flat blade, and we're probably gonna get up there and get some slide hammer action. So okay, here we go. All right. I think time clock said we were like an hour and 7 minutes, or hour and 10 minutes into banging on metal. So we got the accordion out of it. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I got frustrated. There was a bunch of pressure on this corner, and there was only about 3 tacks in it, and this was all mangled up anyway, so I like to hell with it. Just get the pressure off of it so I can move stuff around. And look, I got it kind of flat again. So I'm going to start working on that hole right there and trying to get this core support headlight bucket area flattened back out, and then I should be able to get that corner right there re-rolled after I put all this back together. But as gnarly as it looks right now, it's actually almost back in its home. And then I just got like 3 or 4 tacks holding that all together. And we'll be able to hang the fender and see where we're at. Not too bad, just more than I thought. Stay tuned. All right, well, we got the core support all straightened out. Got it re-welded back here. Did some extra on the bottom. It's flat, straight. I got our bolt holes back where we want it. Cool. And then I wanted to get the windshield stuff going, and well, we had to take the glass out yesterday. And for those of you who have taken glass out that's already broken, you know how fun it is. And so yeah, we had some fun yesterday. But the reason is because of that guy right there. That was what we were seeing on the roof, and it made a hole, and there's more. So there's no way to fix that with the glass in place. So we had to take the glass out, which is good because we found more here, and we found a spot here and here and couple of good ones over here. So we're gonna get some wire wheel action. We got the compressor fired up. We got our paint stripper devices going. We're gonna whiz it and go for it. So I'm gonna tackle this stuff and see what I find here before I make the decision on the rest of it. But that's got to be done. So here we go. All right. Got the glass out, the rig cleaned up, and then we got up here and feather edged the roof. And it's a good thing because these were not long for the wear, so I got to put acid treatment on all that stuff, and there's a couple big ones back here, and you know, of course, kind of all around on the window frame. So we got that out, and then we can get the hood off, put the fender back on. I'm going to clean this stuff up, put a coat of paint on it, just some rattle cans, so that way it's all covered up, and then we can put the fender back on, get the hood off, and prep that stuff for encapsulation, acid, and paint. All right. Cool. Copy. Check. Roger. Peace out. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Treated. Holes welded. Rust is all cleaned up. Found a few more pits that we need to open up and feather edge and treat. And I was able to reach around in the cabinet and find some gray rattle can, and I had extra encapsulation, so this has all been encapsulated, and then gray rattle canned over the top of it. And I think we can put the air box back in that. I don't see nothing wrong with that, huh, guys? You feel me? Yeah? Yeah? Sheesh. I ain't perfect. It's a teenager rig. All right. Cool. Happy with that. This means the fender can go back on. Waiting for this stuff to dry. And then I can prep the roof for primer. Sweet. Moving right along. I like it. All right. I got a little ahead of myself before I filmed the video, so before I spray primer, show you where I'm at and what I got going on here. I am going to do a little bit of body and paint on this fender because it did take just a small bend, and I didn't notice it at first, but the paint was all cracked, and I think it was cracked for a while. Like maybe it was even done before the front end got hit. I'm not exactly sure because there was rust like down in the bottom and underneath the paint where it was cracked. So, and there was a dent in the corner of it. So make the dent go away. I got to prime that anyway. I had a spot up there anyway. So this was like literally 2 minutes of work that I didn't even clock in for. So that's ready for primer. The roof's now ready for primer. Got all the spots feather edged out that I found rust pits in. Got those treated. The window channel, all the rust is taken care of in it. And then it's been encapsulated all the way around. And the bottom too. And this is actually the second time this has been done. And last time they didn't top coat it. I'm going to go ahead and top coat it with primer. And I might even just leave it and put paint on there too, just because it's going to be stronger in the long run for that urethane, the glass urethane to grab to. Over here on this side, there's the two little dents. There was one little low spot up there where the hood hit it, and you know, it's the roof, so I'm not trying to make it perfect. So it won't be perfect, but it'll look freaking great from here. So core support's all done, all this stuff's all covered up, so I just got to mix up some primer and put 2 coats of primer on that, 2 coats of primer on that. There's no heavy body work, so I don't gotta like worry about it being wavy or, you know, pig piling a bunch of primer on there. But there we are. I'm gonna prime it, and then we'll sand it with 320. It's Scotch Brite it, and then while I'm waiting for primer to dry, I'll probably go mix the silver and try to get that taken care of. But I should be able to finish this thing up tomorrow, get it unmasked. I've got the hood on order. It won't be here for another week or so, so we'll probably have the truck done. And then when the hood comes in, I'll just shoot it and they can come back and pick it up. And I'm gonna call the glass guy today, get that on the schedule. Anyway, there it is. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for being here. Y'all take care. Okay, prepped up, ready to go. What does that mean? Yeah, that means we're gonna blend this silver. So you like to tempt fate, do you? It'll be okay. Not my first rodeo. If you guys look back at the feed, you'll find the Viper. Yeah, I did an ACR Viper that was silver and I blended it. I did a lot of blends. I've done probably a couple 100,000 because I worked at an RV factory for 10 years. So here we are, ready to rock. I decided to pull all the plastic off because I don't want dust. Well, I mean, I want as little dust as I can get in there. Yeah, it's ready to be blown off, wiped down. Our little buddy spots came out real nice. So that's cool. Window trough looks good. What about the weld spot? How's the weld spot look? Weld spot looks okay. Cool. So we're gonna blow this thing off, clean this thing up. I'm gonna special prep this spot right here because I'm just gonna blend this like that with the base coat and the clear. And we'll polish that out and be done with it. This is gonna be butt match there, and we're gonna blend it on the radius. Take it down to here, blend it on the radius. Take it down to the window. We gotta rope that seal and blend it right here on the corner. Both sides. So that's the plan. Base coat's on the bench. .56 base, designed for overall. Cool. We're doing good already. And we're gonna do it with reducer and not blending solvent. Cool? Copy? All right. Stay tuned. Here we go. All right, we're all ready to go for blend action. Fender's all ready to go over here. So here's how we're gonna do this. I would normally make a roll on this edge, but I think I'm gonna be able to keep this spot kind of small like this and then in the radius. So I'm gonna leave this all open. I'm gonna scuff just the edge here lightly, just enough for base coat to stick to it. And then once the base coat's all done and we've got our color blended in where we want it, then we can kind of touch up around it if we need to before we lay clear over it and then get that blended out. Over here, you can see the edge of the primer where the primer stops. So I've got to roll that color over the primer to get coverage. And it's going to be a judgment call on how it looks right here at the bottom of this primer, between the bottom of the primer and the window. But I'm hoping that even if I take color to the window opening, I can have just a little color blend there and then just a small color blend here. And I should have enough space there that even if I might dump the base coat in two guns, the big gun for the top and then the small touch-up gun to go around and feather in the sides of it. There's no way to get away from a butt match here, and then we're gonna have a butt match when we paint the new hood. But that's all acceptable to the customer because of how much work, and you know, we saved the truck without having to go through a bunch of stuff. So same thing over here. We're gonna get that base coat blended in, and then you can see that I've got my foam rolled edge here like I was talking about. So that'll help keep a rolled edge to the base coat if any of the overspray gets down here. And then once I've got my base coat and my coverage and everything laid down the way I want to, I can come and I can pull these down, and this will be exposed down to here. And then I can do my clear blend past where that where that silver blend's going to be, and then I should be able to roll that all in. And then even if we end up with a small reveal line, we'll only have one here and here between the window and between the side window and the back window, and then we'll be able to detail the rest of the truck. And once you get it outside in the light, unless the color's really far off, you shouldn't be able to notice it. So we're gonna go ahead and get all that stuff mixed up and go for it. We'll see how she goes. All right, silver's on. So let's pull this. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm good with that. All right, let's pull this one off. Okay. There's some color on that edge, so there's color down here, right on this edge right here. Let's piece of paper off. Okay. I might want to just dust a little, or just nib it right there maybe, so there's not a hard line of silver there. And then let's see here. Yeah, that one got a little hard right there too. Which is okay. Shows. Okay. That's okay. We'll just have to put a little more of this back in the gun and fix that up. And then it looks like I'm pretty shiny real close to the edge of where I scuffed, so I need to dust this base coat down, blend that in. It's a lot more silver, but we'll see how it comes out after it's cleared, because this side looks really good and this looks really good. So I'm just going to do some dust work here and see what happens before we clear. Oh, need paper. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. Okay, let's go over here. That's fine. This right here, let's go. Oh yeah. All right, I just need to tape that plastic down so it doesn't fly up in my clear. Cool. Now we're ready for clear. All right, we got her cleared. Blend looks pretty good. Clear blend looks pretty good. So we're going to pull all this up and we'll put a light polish on the edge of it where the dusty spot is. The goal here is to just not break the edge of it. If we can do it without breaking the edge of the blend, then we won't have a line. After we retouched them up, the blends look okay. There's a small reveal line on this side. Roof looks pretty good. Window channel's nice. The glass guy will be here this afternoon, put a new windshield in. And then I had one little sag down here because of that spot I was trying to cover, and this is probably the spot I'm the least happy with. It's real hard to pick up on camera, but you can kind of see a variant there. And then there's like a gray edge here where I scuffed it. And then of course, because I was working on it so much, I got a little sag right there, and it's close to the blended edge. And so more than likely I'm going to break that clear when I polish all this out, but hopefully the reveal line's not so bad that we can't live with it, or we'll just dust some clear on this edge and then repolish it. But I think for the most part we're there. So we're going to peel this thing, start detailing and getting it ready for glass. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, new hood came in, looks spiffy. We got her all red Scotch-Brighted and double wax and grease remover cleaned, and now we're going to mix up some base coat and get her shot silver. This thing came out so nice. As far as color match is concerned, 1, 2, 3, factory new. I don't got to do any tint work. In fact, I blended the silver here and blended the clear there, and that's factory and that's new. So we're gonna get it mixed up and shot. Should be able to go away. All right, we got her all shot. Silver looks good. I got one little sag in the clear coat. It was pretty cold in here yesterday, but that's okay. I got a little sanding block to take care of that. It's actually not too bad. You can see it? No? Okay. Glass guy came in yesterday, took care of the glass for me. We're gonna put this thing back together and get her out of here today. Not too bad. Alright, there she is, Silver Taco. It's all straightened up, caps look good, new hood's on, color looks awesome. For silver, that's the best we've ever done straight out of the can. The base coat we use is an overall, so it's usually not this spot on, but dang. And that's a blend in the base coat and then a blend in the clear somewhere in there. Shoot, you can't even see it. New paint, factory paint, new paint. Cool. And then our blends. Wasn't going for super perfect, and it fits the bill. Well, there's the 2002 Toyota Tacoma, the front end fix, all done, ready to go. And the one thing that we do to all of our spot jobs is fully detail the rigs when we're done, because it really helps take your eye away from the damaged area. Because these kind of jobs are where you're trying to save a coin, save a buck, and the customer already knew where the damage was, so they're going to walk right up to it and look. And so by cleaning up the rest of the rig and putting a coat of wax on it, making everything shine, and doing the wheels and tires and the plastic trim and the mirrors and that kind of a thing, it really just finishes it off and makes them feel like that they did the right thing by putting the money into it. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit me up if you need some work. Y'all take care.